here at the Telecom Congress, the title of a talk earlier today was Great Expectations. I'm talking to the man who delivered it, Phil Douty of Intent HQ. Phil, intriguing title, all to do with really customer experience, etc. Give me some of the highlights.
Thank you, Ryan. Well, I called it Great Expectations because one of the things we've noticed for the past 18 months or so has been an increasing level of expectation from consumers about the fact that A, they know that they are in themselves data factories, but B, they expect that that data will be used to service them better. Probably because they've had a diet of data-driven daily bulletins on the news. So they leave telcos with a challenge, which is how do you, A, protect my privacy, but at the same time use what I'm telling you in my actions to better service what I need from you.
And I think you were saying when we were chatting that the telcos actually have this data, but perhaps they're not using it as effectively as they might at the moment.
That's true. And when you think really what the consumer wants is relevancy. And telcos have vast amounts of data. To be relevant, you need to be both timely and the content needs to be something that is interesting to me. And with telcos, every day they are generating trillions of data points. And what you need to be able to do is harvest those data points in a way that protects privacy and is secure, but to turn those data points into the understanding of what the consumer is wanting to do. And they have these data sets. They have CDRs, they have weblogs, there are many data sets they have. They have historically been a little nervous about using all of them because some of them are quite sensitive. But with the right management, with the right artificial intelligence, with the right privacy controls, you can both respect the consumer's privacy consents and accord with GDPR regulations and use those customer actions to understand their interests, their affinities, and what they're trying to achieve. And with that information, you can then serve them better.
So tell us how you work with your clients. Give us some examples.
Okay. So the data we collect is frankly enormous. It can be trillions of data points every day. And so we start by removing any sensitive data from that collective data set. And then we vectorize behavior. So we plot them in multidimensional graphs to enable us to build clusters of types of consumers with common behavioral patterns or common interests or common affinities. And that allows us then to manage that data in a way that is privacy safe and complies with GDPR regulations, whilst working in line with the consents the consumer has given. With that information, you can then understand better what is relevant and when it's relevant. So when to talk to somebody, when not to, and what about. With that information, you're then able to be much more specific to the needs of the consumer because you understand them as humans and what they're trying to achieve better than you ever did before. That's the point of what we ultimately do. The way it manifests itself can be in a number of different ways. So we might, for instance, just simply identify groups of people who are ripe for a particular piece of communication. Equally, we might arbitrate between different ways of saying similar things based on our understanding of the consumer. At a more prosaic level, we would be able to identify those people from their patterns of behavior that are perhaps at greatest risk of leaving the company or dissatisfaction with the service. So armed with those kind of predictive data features, we're able to help our clients reduce their churn, improve their marketing targeting, improve their conversion rates, and improve their sales rates.
Sounds like music to any ears of any telco anywhere. Thank you very much for talking to us.
You're welcome, Brian. Thank you.